Well, she is convinced that her property value has plummeted and is outraged that no one told her it was going to happen. Last night, we brought you the story of a Tucson woman surprised when her neighbor, a temple, started building a large solar panel array. The rabbi apologized to any neighbors who were offended, but now the landscape around the woman's home is forever changed. Not on Your Side wants to know, when do you have to tell your neighbor about your construction project? And if it's not required, should you? Kevin Keene searches for answers.
You're inside Shirley Dale's home, looking out at the new view from several of her rooms. That's the underside of a large solar panel array.
Everything changed when they put the panels on. Now it's beginning to really look hideous.
Dale's neighbor, Temple Emmanuel, is building the panels in its parking lot, casting a shadow on her Tucson home. She received no notice.
First I called the permit department to see if they had a permit, and they did. Then I called the code department to see if it was according to code, because I thought in a residential area, when you wanted to put up something like that, you had to get permission from the neighbors.
Is there any part of the process that involves telling your neighbors that the construction's coming?
Not if it complies with the code.
Building administrator Ron Boos says if your construction project follows code and zoning rules, you don't have to tell your neighbors, except in special cases. He says property owners have rights to build.
Is that a standard in other cities that you're aware of too?
Yeah, it's done the same. I've worked in 5 different cities, and it's pretty much the same process any place.
It's up to the people involved in a solar project to bring it to light to those next door. Architect Hank Kryzak says he always does.
As we understand what the details of the project are, we really should be good stewards of our neighbors as well too, and discuss with them the projects that we're proposing to put together.
That way, he says, no one's left in the dark.
I think most people realize that if a project goes on and it meets zoning requirements, that really there's not much they can do about it. But if they're told ahead of time, I think there's a comfort level that everybody feels.
A feeling Dale did not get a chance to share.
Now the homeowner here, Shirley Dale, wants city code to change, so neighbors have to be notified before a major solar installation like this one. The city planning office says that change would need to come from city council. Now we should note that building permits are on file and open to the public, but you have to go there and ask for them.
Kevin, wondering about a homeowners association. Is there one in that neighborhood?
Yeah, it looks like there isn't one because at least no one knows about it, so the chances are it doesn't exist. But if there would have been one, that would be one way for neighbors to object to this project, or to at least kind of establish some standards about how the size of solar panels that are acceptable and where they're placed.
Some kind of a process.
Yes.
All right, Kevin, thanks.